Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we have got the Austrian Grand Prix. Really looking forward to that. I believe it's a sprint week as well, which I really enjoyed the sprint format in Baku, so hopefully we can continue that. Lots of people last time were, I suppose, a little bit like me, saying, you know, it's a bit disappointing they don't have the proper sprint format in there, but the amount of times F1 have changed it this year, it's probably not that surprising. You know, I think it would be better, obviously, if they had SQ1 and whatever in there, but I'm sure that'll come in a post release update, although sprint races didn't come at all last year in the game, so don't be surprised if it doesn't come till F1 Manager 2024. But yeah, hopefully you guys are good and are still enjoying the series, still really enjoying all of the support that you give and all of the comments. It's amazing the amount of people that are putting in tips and different philosophies in there. It's great, and you know, giving me stuff to think about and how we improve. But last time out, of course, we had our best race yet, finishing 8th place with Alex Albon, so things are improving, and fingers crossed we can keep going with that. So do leave a like if you are enjoying. The support has been incredible. I have been comparing it to last year's performance, which last year I was absolutely blown away by the support and how long that support continued for, and this is on course for double if not treble of what last year was doing. So thank you so much is all I can say. Perhaps by the time this video comes out, we might have hit 25,000 subscribers as well, which would just be incredible. So thank you so much for that. And without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. And yeah, Austrian Grand Prix, obviously. Looking forward to it. Whoops. Don't know what happened there. Oh, and of course we had the board in attendance, and they should have been very, very happy. A fantastic result. There you go. So they were happy with that. Many of our members were impressed by the event. Very good. And it increased our team confidence. Wind tunnel data concern. We've just encountered a catastrophic fault. It's hard to be sure, but I believe it's the result of the irregular... Oh, no. For now, though, the wind tunnel will need to be shut down for 16 days. Oh, dear. All right, well, we can approve it. I don't think we've got any designs going at the moment anyway, so it's probably a good time for that to happen. What's going on here? So manage the build. Ah, okay, that engine is coming down. It's definitely interesting. We need to... Oh my god, they're 5 million this year. Oh, wow. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, that's not going to be good for Logan. And to be fair, Alex Albon's not looking great either. But maybe that's come from me pushing the engines too hard. Ouch. Right, let's continue on then. Wind tunnel has just been improved. The manufacture is complete of all of those things, which is good to see. So hopefully we're now in a position... I'm assuming... Whoops. Yeah, still can't do that. I'm assuming everything's okay with the front wings. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's continue on. Chassis low stock, front wing low stock. I suppose we can get one more, can't we? Oh well, we'll need 2 more of that chassis. That's fine. And the front wing, we'll try and get that as well. One more of them. Okay. Manufacture complete. Nice, we got the ATR period open again. We're not going to be able to do anything until the wind tunnel is back open. Can we see how long that'll be down for? It doesn't actually. Which is a pity. Okay. Luc Dupont contract ending. I mean, can we renew Sergeant for... I've no idea. No idea what's going on here. Can we not propose a contract? I don't think so. Does that start next year? No idea. Hang on a minute, let's see. Let's just go to Arthur Leclerc for instance. Can I bring him in to Car 2 for next season? Oh. Yeah, to be fair, I can. Ah, that's interesting. I'm kind of tempted to just see what happens with all of that, but I might glitch the game. But no, I'm quite happy with having Mick Schumacher next season. To be fair, let's have a look at Zane Maloney. Yeah, he looks decent, doesn't he? Yeah, I'd like to get him next year. Who else did we have? Alex Palou as well. He's not interested. Okay. But he is 26, to be fair. I don't think there's any point in getting him. He's too old, and it's just the way this game works, really. Okay, right. Do we have... I think it was the suspension, wasn't it? Yeah, we don't seem to have another suspension for... Logan Sargent, which is a pity. But it's okay. It's fine. Okay, just need to check if the... Yeah, that's still shut down, so we can't do any more developments until next round now. Okay, let's see what we can do then. Both drivers to reach Q2, both drivers to qualify at least 15th. That sounds good. In terms of finish position, both drivers to finish in that top 15. Okay, let's get into the Austrian Grand Prix weekend then and see how we get on.
Welcome along to the spectacular setting of Austria. The hills are alive with the roar of F1 cars as we arrive in Spielberg's stunning natural surroundings. Fans have already filled the nearby campsites, and it's going to be a busy weekend here at the Red Bull Ring. Spielberg's challenges are all about overtaking. The DRS zones here mean passing is very possible, especially if your tyres are in a better condition than the next cars. But get caught out having to manage less than fresh tyres, and you could be a sitting duck.
This time, teams have 2 races to contend with, as a sprint race will decide the starting order for the weekend's Grand Prix.
Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Okay then, we are ready and raring to go. Oh my god, it is going to be heavy rain for the race on Sunday. That could make things very, very interesting. It makes qualifying very, very interesting as well. And of course, we only have practice 1 to make sure we're sorted with things. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's see how we get on in qualifying. I'll see you guys for Q1. Well, FP1 was very much disrupted by red flags and whatever, so we are in a little bit of a pickle of not knowing exactly where the car is, meaning that we're pretty low on confidence, so we might have to send them out in Q1 just to get a few laps in.
Coming up, and we're close now to finding out how the drivers will line up on the grid for the sprint.
Just like a normal race qualifying session, drivers will battle it out for their starting grid positions. But this time, it'll be for the upcoming sprint.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They had an excellent performance in practice, setting a solid lap time. They must be feeling confident. But confidence doesn't necessarily mean success in Formula One.
Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Okay, so we've got to try and guess where we're at with the car as well. Yeah, let's just revert that. Why can't I revert that? That's... oh dear, right. I don't really know why it won't let me revert it back to what it was. It looks okay though, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm thinking just send him out there for 5 flying laps, just to for your very first run, get some confidence in the car, because they seem to build it up off sort of personal bests and that sort of thing. That looks all good. Right. Okay. Let's see what we can do in qualifying then for both drivers. I'm going to send them out straight away. I know lots of people have said don't send them out so early, but you've got to get a bank of time in, and I think this is the best chance of avoiding traffic, because in that first minute of the session, that's when the AI teams tend to stay in the garage. I think as soon as you leave it halfway, then you could
Get some good stops on the brakes.
have some real problems. Yes. So we're gonna just keep it on low for now.
Copy.
And let's just see if this works in terms of confidence. I don't... where do you see their confidence? Is it this? Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, personal bests, and look at the track, how clear it is. So yeah, straight into high confidence now. And I'm presuming it'll keep going up. Okay. Yep, that all looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, his confidence has gone up to peak. What about Sergeant? He's, you know, not as far up, but I can't believe we've got him to peak here. It kind of only works because the track is so short. Anyway, let's get Albon in now. Keep going with Sergeant. Right, Sergeant's in. Nice. Okay, let's get a brand new set of soft tyres on. Run plan, just the one. Or should we? No, let's go one flying lap this time. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Right. So I'm going to send out Albon as soon as this Red Bull passes. To be fair, there are a couple of guys coming past. Thinking after Hulkenberg there should be a decent gap. And I'm actually going to manually control Logan Sargent's laps because I'm a bit concerned about
Let's try and get these brakes
tyre warm up.
Yep, copy.
So I'm going to take manual control over Logan Sargent. We're going to go quite aggressive early on. Going to go balanced on the fuel as well.
You can increase the pace.
Copy.
And try and get those tyres
Reduce the
up
lift
to
and pump.
temperature.
Yeah, got ya.
Ah, he's on
Can you
82%.
bring the pace up, please?
Right,
Yep,
I
copy
didn't
that.
change his tyres. That's annoying. So he has to come in and get another lap. Hopefully, meanwhile, Alex Albon will get his best time in. Funnily enough, we're through to Q2 as it stands. Obviously, not everybody has put in their time, but we'll see where Albon can end up with his peak confidence. Right, take manual control. Yeah, trying to get his tyres up to temperature. Wow, Albon goes P4.
That was a really good lap, mate. Well done.
Wow.
Keep focus on the brakes on the way in if you can.
Yes.
There's no way those tyres are gonna
Understood.
be up to temp.
You can be aggressive with them, overtake his edge.
But let's see
Understood.
what he can do. What's he doing? Bloody Red Bull. No, it was a Haas. Looked like a Red Bull from behind. Right, let's see what Sergeant can do here.
Box.
Flying round
Just a stop in the box engine.
middle
Off.
sector, and it is green again. So 2 green sectors for Logan Sargent. Can he get himself into the top 10? I can't believe how high Alex Albon is. Pretty unbelievable, but here we fly round the final corner and head up to the line. What's it going to be? It's a 104.7, which puts him into 7th place. That's pretty unbelievable. Let's just see if there's anything else in this first sector that he could get.
Start Lyco.
Copy, copy.
Gilligan, we need to increase the beat time management.
Yeah, copy that.
I think Albon's through. I don't think we need to... I think both of them are through. I don't think we need to send them out there again and waste another set of tyres. I think we can be pretty happy with that. 4th and 7th. Got their confidence up there. So it's a little tip for you guys then. I sort of discovered it by accident. But there you go. People are starting to come through now. And very, very good. There you go. P6 and P9 for our Williams boys. Alex Albon in particular. Very, very good there. Interestingly, their confidence is low again now. So maybe we do the same on this one. Give them 5 laps to get themselves in the groove. And then put them out there. And see what they can do. Oh, 51% on the car setup. Oh my god. That's pretty awful, isn't it? Oh well, nothing we can do. And 5 laps then. It's going to be. Let's get them out there. And get them out there early. Basically use this as a second practice session. That's kind of what we're doing at the start. Getting them all prepared. So manual control. Yeah. Just to make sure they don't push too hard. So yeah, let's see what we can muster up here. So I'll look straight away into very high. I mean, that seems a bit overpowered, to be honest. But on sprint weekends, I think that's exactly what you need. There you go, straight into peak. He's still on very high as well. And there you go. Right. So now we've got 6 minutes to go. Brand new set of soft tyres on the car. Yeah. Right, it's a pretty clear track right now, so let's get Alex Albon out there. I'm going to try and get Sainz out. Sorry, Sargent out behind Fernando Alonso here.
Good stops to build temperature. Copy.
That's all good. Okay, here we go then. Let's see what Alex Albon can produce with his peak confidence.
Clear ahead.
Let's see what he can manage.
Next lap.
Should be so much better. I mean, we did a 104.4 last time. That would be enough to get us up to P7. 104.7 would be enough to get P8 for Sargent. So
And you go push.
there is definitely scope to be able to do that. Now there's a bit of traffic up ahead for Albon here. They're going to stay out of the way, just about. Yep, that's fine. And yeah, Sargent's going to be absolutely fine. So here we come then. Alex Albon flies around the final couple of corners. Can he get into the 104s again? It's a 104.6 this time, which does put him P7. He can do better than that, though.
Yeah, that was a good lap. That was a good lap.
Let's just take manual control, because they tend to go a bit quicker when you take manual control, and that'll get him back to the pits a little bit quicker. And here we go then. Logan Sargent now flying over the line. What can he produce? He goes over the line and he goes 8th, so just a 10th behind his teammate Alex Albon. So both drivers through to Q3 as it stands. You can see very, very high confidence from both boys. So confidence does seem to have a bit of an effect. This is bad. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get them out, are we? So there's kind of no point in waiting to see that happen. So we might go out in Q2 just because we were still fast forwarding as they got back to the pits. I think we'd have just about made it. Well, Norris isn't getting through. Gasly's not going to usurp us. Let's have a little look then. Piastri's not getting through either. Here comes Kevin Magnussen. He's the first one that could potentially go above us. Magnussen over the line. He doesn't improve. Hulkenberg's the other one out there that could. Hulkenberg is coming round. He goes over the line and he goes 11th. He's not through. And Ocon is going to be the final man, but he has not done enough. And both of our drivers are through to Q3, 7th and 8th. We could be in for a really good sprint race here. Right. Anyway, let's get these two on the horrible soft tyres. Should be able to do this. I think this will be okay. Get five laps in there again. And then probably just the one run. We're going to have plenty of soft tyres left, which is nice.
That's great.
So there we go. Right. Let's see where their confidence can go here. So he's on bad confidence. He's on medium. Yeah, the only reason we're needing to do this is because of one practice session. Normally we'd have better confidence in the drivers by this point, wouldn't we? It's a yellow middle sector. Crazily. Yeah, Sergeant not hitting the personal bests quite as frequently. Okay. Yep, Albon peak. Sergeant doing okay. And they're coming in at the end of this lap. Amazingly, Albon P8 at the moment. Right, this should be all good. So, some brand new tyres. It's so stupid. Okay, let's leave it to the very last minute. Are they gonna have time? Should just about, I think. So there's Albon coming round. Yep, 15 seconds to go. And we'll ride on board with
Just go.
Logan Sargent. So here we come then for Q3.
That's good. And go push, go push.
Okay, Alex, that's the flag.
Now let's see where Alex can pop up. So we had a 103.4 in Q2. That would be enough for Q1, sorry. That would be enough for P5 at the moment. It's only a yellow first sector for Logan Sargent. What's going on here? Please say I changed his tyres. Yeah, I did. Yeah, must just be a quirk of that first sector being a bit weird. Albon coming through the middle sector, green again for him. And Sargent should be green, yeah. Perfect. And there is a potential Ferrari in the way here. It's okay, just about. Managed to get through, and here we go then. Alex Albon up to the line, and it's a 104.5, which is enough for 6th place. What about Sargent? He's over the line, a 105.1, and that's only enough for 10th. That's a disappointing lap at the end for Logan Sargent, but that's all good. We qualify 6th and 10th for the sprint race, and that should really help going into tomorrow's race. Now their driver prep is not going to be good, so they're not going to be in good spirits for the sprint race, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I'll see you guys for lights out there.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us. Well, we're going racing a little earlier this weekend, with the sprint now set to define the starting order for the Grand Prix itself.
Points go to the top finishers in the sprint, and with no mandatory pit stops, it's all about the racing on the track.
So who will reach the peak and who has a mountain to climb? Here at the Austrian Sprint.
Okay, so ready for the sprint race. 24 laps, I believe it is. So excited to see where we can end up here, actually. Let's just have a little look. The soft tyres are just not going to be good enough. What about hard tyres? No, we don't have any hard tyres. What if we were to be aggressive? Yeah, I just think, yeah, normal medium tyre strategy will get us through. We did manage to change the front wing angle of Alex Albon. That did improve other areas of the car. So, yeah, quite happy about that, actually. That's increased his confidence quite significantly. Other than that, we've just got to hope that we can compete in this sprint race. We qualified P6 and P10. Let's hope we can hold those positions for the sprint, maybe even get some points with Alex Albon. And here we go. Let's get ourselves into it.
We're ready for 24 laps around the Red Bull Ring in what should be a great sprint.
Drivers certainly don't shy away from overtaking on this circuit, meaning we should be in for a hotly contested competition here in Austria.
A sprint victory and points up for grabs right here.
Here we go then.
Here in Austria, we're all ready to go for the sprint. It's lights out.
Lights out, away we go then. And Max Verstappen off to a terrific start ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez as we hurtle towards turn 1. And Alex Albon has already lost a position to the Ferrari. There's yellow flags at turn 1.
Turn 1.
Ooh, I'm not sure what's happened. Doesn't look like there's going to be a safety car of any sort. But there was turn 1 contact.
Not a lot of wiggle room here.
And it looks like George Russell.
Has to be said, that was pretty risky. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
And look at this. What's going on here? Everybody slowing right down.
Man, this is so... Don't worry about it.
Sargent lost a couple of positions there. And now he's going to fly around the outside. But, yeah, couldn't do anything there. Meanwhile, Alex Albon...
There's nowhere to go. Don't worry about it.
Alex Albon up in P7. Trying to follow the Aston Martins up ahead. I mean, you know, they're quicker cars. We're not really going to manage to stay ahead of them. And Lewis Hamilton straight away will be having a look at Alex Albon. Let's see what Sargent can do here. There goes Lewis Hamilton. With the DRS, he is through. Hopefully, Albon's able to.
No point even trying to defend these conditions.
Keep pushing. Overtake as you need.
Okay, copy.
Hopefully, he's able to stay about a second ahead of Valtteri Bottas. We might be able to get a point out of this. Meanwhile, Logan Sargent in a real tricky situation. Everybody has gone mediums. I thought maybe somebody might risk the soft tyres, but hasn't happened. Okay, so let's zoom it through. I think Albon's quicker than Bottas, so we'll... Oh, what's happened? Oh, for God's sake. He's going to drop all the way to the back now.
Look. Now, Alex Albon is part of this. Things look fine here. And there goes the steering. Just unable to control the...
Very lucky not to have ended up with more there.
I'm trying.
There we go. Our
Anything can happen.
attentions come back to Logan Sargent now. Yay. More yellow flags, but I don't think it was anything serious. It was Nick de Vries locking up that time. Now, Sargent needs to try and get past Lando Norris if he can. His confidence is pretty low at the moment. Yeah, here comes Albon. Should be able to get past Zhou Guanyu pretty easily here. Let's have a look at this. It goes down the inside, and I think has got ERS on the exit as well. DRS, sorry. Meanwhile, Logan Sargent could do with getting past Lando Norris here. Let's try and set this up. And that's the problem with the sprint race. When it sets qualifying, a mistake like that from Albon, that's going to ruin the rest of your weekend. I'm going to have to try and think about how we get around that now. He would have finished P8, more than likely. Okay.
Use the rest.
Yep.
Like to reduce slight.
Let's see
Copy that.
what Sargent
Head
can
start,
do here. Can he
focus.
get himself past Lando Norris? Not yet, but hopefully on the exit can get a better exit. No. This goes all the way up to Yuki Tsunoda in P8, so can Sargent recover a point for the team? Something pretty racy. He tried.
I can't do anything.
He's so downbeat,
Even
isn't he?
back.
Come on, nice and close. That's it.
We want to leave Co, please.
Copy.
It's main focus, tire management, please.
Copy.
Let's move it on a little bit. Oh no, he's lost a position now. We're a third of the way through the sprint race. Bottas has got to be the guy that we got to target here. Yep, no luck there. Surely this time. Come on. You can see how close he's getting. Oh, he had it, but now has backed out of it.
There's a lot of relocking.
Wow, Albon again. Locks up. I just don't understand what's going on.
Let's crack on.
Nothing we can do with any of the tyres. Yeah, so Albon's just had a shocker of a day, which is a pity for him, but nothing we can do about that. Right, this has got to be the chance now for Logan Sargent. Here he goes. Round the outside. Perfect. And he's round, and now Yuki Tsunoda is next. This will give him some confidence if he can get past Yuki Tsunoda here. Yep. Nice. Oh, he's been crashed into.
Are you okay?
Well, this has been a disaster. He was going round the outside. I think Tsunoda locked up.
And the contact between the cars.
Well, I don't know. Was it
That will have knocked
Sargent's
their
fault?
confidence, I'm sure.
It might have been Sargent, to be fair. Is he going to get the penalty? Well, nobody gets the penalty. No, Sargent does. There you go.
No, I'm trying.
It's a long race, so keep focus.
Something's not right.
Stand by.
ZRS is taking a bit of a hit. Now Albon has just got to try and get as far up the order as he can.
Why is that a big lockup on the front?
We think you can reduce lift and coast.
Let's see if he can deploy his ERS as well. Let's see where Albon can get. Should be able to hopefully get Yuki Tsunoda by the end of the race. Might even be able to get back up to 10th, depending on his pace and how quickly he's able to get through that group. But yeah, let's not get too excited just yet, because his tyres are a lot worse than anybody else, because he's had 2 big lockups. So might have to go on to light on the tyre weight. De Vries lockup. I mean, what we could do with is a nice safety car. I think we'd come into the pits in that scenario.
Just keep the pace up.
Albon had the DRS there, which is nice for him. Tsunoda's locked up as well.
Priority manage tires now.
There's not really any point in pitting and wasting another set of tyres. Sargent's going to finish 19th anyway. So we'll see where Albon can get up to, but he's going to lose pace now. His tyres have dipped below 50%. It's been a bit of a disaster day for us, hasn't it? It's a shame, because we started up in P6 with Albon today. Could have had decent amount of World Championship points and a very good starting position for tomorrow, but it's all kind of gone wrong. Now then, Albon in with a chance of getting past Bottas here. Bottas really has dropped off, hasn't he? So there we
Okay,
go.
press and hold overtake.
Copy.
Definitely trying to get out of that 1 second window of Bottas, and he'll start to close in on Magnussen a little bit. Won't get him, but might get within a second or so.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Okay.
Can use the overtake.
Copy.
So you can increase the pace.
So
You can be aggressive with overtake usage.
let's see if Albon can get to K-Mag. It's going to be close.
Low on pack.
Got it.
But he's not going to quite make it. Gets within a second. But it's a decent recovery from Albon from being right at the back.
DRS is currently disabled.
2 times within the race to get back up to P15.
Check a flag ahead of you.
And, well, Logan Sargent,
Sorry for that. Difficult afternoon.
Wasn't the best from me.
he's coming round now. That's going to be P19. And then plus 5 seconds, of course, with his penalty. But still ahead of Nick de Vries.
No points means Logan Sargent leaves empty-handed after today's sprint.
Yep, and with a P19 finish, they'll need to pick themselves up after that.
Okay, right, into the proper race then. Max Verstappen on pole, Sergio Perez second, 2 Ferraris, 2 Aston Martins, then Pierre Gasly and Lando Norris 7th and 8th, getting the points in the sprint race.
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
4 years on from the circuit being renamed to the Red Bull Ring, Max Verstappen became the first driver to bring an eponymous car to victory here in 2018. The weather is very overcast here. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
And this is the moment where it all comes together. So prepare for another thrilling race here at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Okay, so looking at strategy, I think it's going to start off dry, which is interesting, isn't it? It looks like rain's coming later on. That's a real opportunity for us, actually. I mean, that looks pretty good. What about a double soft strategy? No, I think softs and mediums is going to be the way to go. And then get onto the wet tyres as soon as possible. Yeah, because that's just about taking you to the moment, isn't it? But that is literally coming in when the inters happen. The intermediate conditions. You know what? I'm gonna risk it with Albon. I think with Logan Sargent, we'll perhaps start on the mediums, avoid a little bit of the traffic. Yeah, it just means Albon cannot at any stage attack, but that'll be okay. Right, on to Sargent, and we'll go. I mean, could he start on the hards? Could he take the hards all the way? And not have to make that pit stop? No, not really. So, yeah, I think take the mediums first, then move on to the softs a little bit later on. And possibly even be a little bit aggressive on them before pit stop time, and then going on to the intermediate tyres as soon as that rain starts. Yeah, that looks good to me. So we will go with that for Logan Sargent. give him a little bit of license to push in that middle stint. He's coming in lap 30, and who knows where he might be by that point. He needs to put on a different ERS. That's fine. Everything else should be fine for him. Okie dokie. Let's get ourselves into this Austrian Grand Prix. And fingers crossed we can push it. I'm going to try and refrain from pushing the engine as much as I can so that we can prolong their lifespan.
Here among the Austrian mountains, the grid is now set for the 71 laps of the Red Bull Ring. This could be a big race for that man right there, Lewis Hamilton.
Ninth is a fairly good grid position. If they make the right calls, they could well score some points.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. The crowd are ready, the cars are ready. It's the Austrian
Here we go then,
Grand Prix.
ready for the Grand Prix.
And
It's lights out, away we go. Let's see how Max Verstappen gets off the grid. And once again, it's a terrific start for him. There was a turn 1 incident yesterday. Perez holds off Leclerc into turn 1, and he'll be very happy with that. Alonso up into P4. Great start from him. Sainz up to P5, and Gasly up to P6 as it stands. Stroll following along in P7. 8th for Lando Norris at the moment. And Alex Albon, he's off to a particularly good start, and he's up to 14th, already using a little bit of ERS, trying to get around the outside, potentially, of Oscar Piastri, although Piastri's seemingly
It's critical overtake.
run ahead. That's fine, and it's a purple first sector for Logan Sargent.
Come on.
He was the fastest of everybody there. Okay. Alright, let's get Sargent back down to neutral on that. I think Albon's still in with a chance here. Most people actually starting on the hard tyres in this first stint, so we should be in a good position to attack. But it makes it very, very interesting for later on when the rain comes. And we know that that will happen. And looking at that, it is going to really start to happen in the lap 40s and get very, very wet very quickly. It might well lead us to having to be on the wet tyres. It's certainly a possibility. Right, we're going to put ERS Battle Assist on for both drivers.
Overtake if you need.
Yeah.
And that tends to
Overtake is
help
available.
them
Copy.
manage their ERS a little bit better. Let's try and deploy some in this third sector.
Deploy.
Because if we can get within a second of Ocon, then he's going to be like taking candy from a baby, you would imagine, in the first couple of sectors.
Stay firm on DRS.
Yeah, let's just give a little bit of engine power to Albon to try and get him into that range. It was just a case of a couple of corners, so that straight away he's into that DRS range, and now we can start to close in. Logan Sargent, meanwhile, down at the back in 19th position. Remember, on those medium tyres, so not ideal for Sargent in terms of wanting to overtake. But here we go then with Alex Albon. Is he going to have a little look round the outside here? He might take the risk. He does take the risk. Hopefully no contact. They're side by side. This is really good racing from the two of them. But Albon is through and up into P13, and hopefully can now push on a little bit on those soft tyres there. Getting up the temperature quite nicely. I think we probably want them a little bit more,
If you've got any pace left.
which is why I'm going to go slightly more aggressive with him
Yeah.
to try and get the temperature of those tyres up. Piastri also on the soft tyres. Nobody quite in the same range as Albon in terms of that. And there goes Esteban Ocon round the outside. As I say, we're trying to push those tyres, get them up to higher temperatures, as they do seem to be struggling at this point. Well, Logan Sargent overtaking Bottas. Let's have a little look at that.
It was the Williams driver we see there.
And that's going to help him
Can they
in this race. Very nice. And Albon starting to close in a little bit. And that's fine. We can be a bit more aggressive. Just for a little longer. Wants to get up to the back of Hulkenberg, ideally. But now has them up to temperature, so should be in a good place. And now there you go, he is within DRS of Nico Hulkenberg. So that'll massively help him out. And he's having a look down the inside here. Fast corner, of course. That would have been very, very risky for Alex Albon. We have got some yellow flags out there. And it's Kevin Magnussen, I think, has had a bit of an incident. Don't think it's going to bring out the safety car. And it was side-by-side action. I think that's Nick de Vries, is it? Or is it Tsunoda with Kevin Magnussen? Just a little brush. But we're okay. And now the key thing is Albon out of the 1 second window of Ocon, so should be able to stay ahead of him quite easily now. And Piastri not far ahead at all. Here goes Alex Albon then down the inside, and we'll have DRS on exit as well. Let's deploy the ERS.
Use the overtake.
And get him to push away. Kevin Magnussen was the one penalised for that incident with Nick de Vries. Meanwhile, Logan Sargent up to P16 now, doing a good job down the order. As we know now then, George Russell in a bit of a predicament. He's on the soft tyres. Not entirely sure why he's quite as slow as he is. Certainly shouldn't be in that Mercedes. And, well, the two McLarens seem to be having a good race so far. Have they upgraded their car potentially? And then Albon closing in on that Mercedes car, and we know that we've got pretty good straight line speed, and we have the best DRS effect on the whole grid, so certainly could be having a little look at George Russell very, very soon here. And Nico Hulkenberg also in the running. So we just need to make sure that we are staying well ahead of Esteban Ocon. But Albon off to a good start here. Of course, started P15. And looks like the Mercedes are definitely in trouble. Hamilton only P8. And the McLaren's definitely seeming like they've got a bit of an opportunity on them. And here we go then with Albon down the inside of Lando Norris. And that should be a fairly straightforward overtake, and it is. And now he's got a great chance on George Russell as well. Yeah, no luck this time. But does stay in front of Lando Norris, and that is a key move in this Grand Prix. Meanwhile, we're going to deploy the ERS a little bit with Sargent just to get him forward on this grid. And let's just have a little think. When is Albon coming into the pits? He's coming into the pits lap 23 of this Grand Prix. We know the tyres are going to drop off, and the hard tyre runners are going to have a bit of an advantage on us at that point, but it's going to be the same for everybody, and even worse for the likes of Piastri and Perez, Verstappen, etc. So we just have to make sure we're in the right place at the right time. So let's zoom that through a little bit. Yeah, Hamilton's managed to get ahead here. And here goes Alex Albon, possibly down the inside of that McLaren there. Is he going to get a better exit than Piastri? Not this time.
So what DRS?
Yeah, copy.
You need to get that topped up again.
Need some recharge.
Copy.
It's all good. Well, this is going to be the chance, isn't it? Because Piastri, I think, has dropped off a little bit. And that's mainly because of his tyres. 5% worse, of course. And there goes Russell down the inside of his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Russell is the one with DRS, so this is a chance to close in on Lewis Hamilton. Yeah. And this is going well, up to P10 so far for Alexander Albon. And now, let's see what we can produce down this straight. It looks like Russell's pulled out a bit of a gap to Lewis, and here we go then with Albon. Can he get a better exit? Not this time. Kind of tempted to go light on the tyres and see what happens here. Because I think he'll still stay with Hamilton and will hopefully have much better tyres than Russell when the time comes. Just dropped off slightly there.
We can push on now.
But yeah, he's got 3% better tyres than George Russell. Some of the guys starting to come into the pit lane. Sargent's doing a great job with his tyres. Let's see what Albon can achieve now. We're assuming Norris will be able to glide past on those hard tyres, but if Albon can just hold his own for the next few laps, that'd be rather nice. Looks like some of the guys in front have pitted now. Now, yeah, Albon staying in this DRS train.
The window is open.
Yep, copy.
It might be quite tempting to just stay with this DRS train if we can for the next couple of laps. Yeah, it definitely is. It's dragging us along a little bit here. So Albon's going to come into the pits on this lap. It's going to pop on the soft tyres. There goes Fernando Alonso on the new mediums. And Sargent still in a good place as well. So here we go, and Russell is in as well. So there's no undercut chance on him. But we should be able to get a really good undercut on the likes of Norris and Hamilton. There goes Russell into the pit lane. What can Albon get here? Needs a good pit stop from the boys. That looks good. Yep, 2.4.
Okay, watch the white line on exit.
We'll settle for that. That was a good pit stop, and there's Oscar Piastri. So Let's give it a little bit of welly out of the pit lane to try and get those tyres up to temperature. A bit of deploy as well.
Full deploy.
Yep.
Just until those tyres are up to temp. Yep, that's looking okay now. Right, let's have a look at the weather forecast. Looking like lap 38 or so is going to be the time. And there you go, Albon through.
Currently low on back.
Copy.
Very good there. You need to say it. Let your teammate through. So all looking good for Alex Albon.
Yes, okay.
Now when is Sargent coming in? He's coming in lap 30. Those tyres have definitely dropped off a little bit. So I might actually switch up his strategy, get him on another set of mediums and absolutely attack them to the rafters. Let's get him in this lap.
Reduce light overall.
And now Albon in a nice position. And here comes Logan Sargent into the pit lane.
Good entry.
Understood.
As I say, just changing it up a little bit. Because his tyres have dropped off quite significantly here. And somebody's locked up. It's Piastri. Slightly slow stop. Up to P8 now. What was it? Let's have a little look.
The Williams team take their places. Oh, but it's slow. That's so unfortunate for the...
Yeah, no idea why.
That would be clear on pit exit.
That was.
And clear on pit exit, clear on pit exit.
And he's got about 90%.
Reduce light co
as
overall.
well.
Copy.
So on 37 seconds off the leader. He's well within pit stop range of Norris and Hamilton. Where he is compared to others, we'll just have to wait and see. It's coming through now. And what are we thinking in terms? Yep, 37 now, so the rain is getting closer. That's for sure. And there's Logan Sargent, personal best final sector, which is what you'd expect. Getting those tyres up to temp. Yeah, we just need him to use them as much as he can. We're not going to worry about tyre temps, we're just going to absolutely go for it. And it looks like Albon's managed to get past Gasly.
Right, let's have a look as we go into turn 4. It's there for the taking.
That's perfect for him. So get that back down to balanced.
Would like to increase a bit the light everywhere.
Yep, got it.
Yeah. We know. Oh, there's a big crash. Is he okay?
Yeah, okay.
I'm fine.
For God's sake.
Now this was at turn 1.
The amount of incidents we've had this weekend. There goes Gasly.
Not just
Well,
one
that
car
was
involved in that, as you
100%
can
Gasly's
see.
fault. In my view. Right, front wing is damaged. What else is damaged? Doesn't say, but tyres are damaged, and yeah, I mean, it's not good. So we'll have to come in, put on the medium tyres, and be aggressive. What else is hurt?
Box.
Yeah, his chassis and his suspension, and that's such a shame.
Okay,
Because
let's
Albon
match
was
that
in a
pace now.
really good place,
Yes.
but because of Gasly, now really struggling. Yeah, you can see the front wing and how much damage that's got. It's not lost too much compared to everybody. And here he comes into the pits.
Box.
Copy that.
Gasly just continues on. Yeah, maybe Albon could have stayed out there. But yeah, 8.452 seconds there.
The exit should be clear.
And he moves to second to last now. And I think he's been lapped as well. Yeah, so
Hey, there's nowhere to go. Don't worry
not
about
good. Anyway, here we go with Sargent. He is flying past Valtteri Bottas, and he must be one of the quickest guys on track at the moment. 108.4 was his last time, and that's leader pace from Sargent, so it's not over for him just yet.
it. Rain coming.
Got it.
Going into neutral as well, and we think that rain is coming imminently. And how quickly is it going to develop? I think, you know, wet weather tyres might be the order of the day. It's a tough one. Possibly Albon, we go on to wet weather tyres and try and avoid that second pit stop. Sargent, we go on to the inters and try and get the benefit of that for the first few laps, and we'll really see sort of lap 44. That's when the rain's going to get awful. But anyway, let's just keep it rocking. Still a little bit of time until that rain does come, we think. Yeah, we'll get Alex Albon harvesting. Get Sargent harvesting as well. Albon's starting to close up on Bottas. And well, Sargent overtook Tsunoda even with harvesting, and there's the raindrops. And it looks like it's going to be at least a lap until pit stop time. So we're going to bring in Sargent on this lap. Going to bring Albon in on this lap. And we're going to trust Yeah, we're going to delay Albon. We're going to delay Sargent if we can. Yeah. One more lap. Yeah, I think again. That's all good. Right, keep going. Yeah, just need to look at this. I think it is gonna bucket down. Yep, here we go. Right. Sargent's gonna be in this lap.
Pit entry.
Copy. Copy.
And Albon's gonna follow him. And this is gonna be where we take the real risks. De Vries is in as well. Now, how's the double stack going? Go. Yeah, 2.4 for Sargent.
Watch out, white line.
And a 2.4. That was very good. That was very good.
Exit.
And those should last to the end of the Grand Prix, even if you're attacking them. Whoa.
Reduce the lift angle.
Copy.
Alright, Sargent needs to take advantage of this.
Give some energy.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody is going to be going for it. Albon not far behind. But he's on the wet tyres, of course. And Nick De Vries having a little look here.
Don't worry, that's fine.
Well, Nick De Vries got us there. I've no idea. Well, people aren't coming into the pits. It's
Well, that's just
an odd
PT.
choice. It's a very odd choice. And yeah, I think we have to unlap ourselves now. Yeah. Sargent definitely got the speed in which to do that. As Bottas has a pit stop issue. And yet people are starting to come into the pits. Where is Sargent going to come out in all of this? Is Sargent going to be a real beneficiary? As Albon, yeah, I think might have some luck. Yeah, it looks like everybody has made the call now. It's surely going to be Sonoda coming into the pits now. Yeah. But the problem is he's just been so slow trying to get past people. And here's Piastri and Gasly right at the end of the pit lane. And he's behind, well, he's behind both of them. They're on the wet tyres though, so this is a tricky one. Oh, God's sake. I do hate this track. I think the AI are
DRS is
pretty
currently
rubbish.
disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Copy.
Around here now, everybody is on wet tyres, I think. Yeah. Other than De Vries and Joe. And other folks now. Sargent needs to absolutely take advantage of the fact he is on the best tyres for this part of the race. It is getting wetter. Is it going to hit 4? That's the big number, 4 millimeters. That's when you need to be on the wet tyres, really. Yeah, you can see Gasly already starting to become a little bit more competitive. I'm going to drop down Albon. It looks like De Vries has come in for the wet tyres now. Sargent's still competitive out there. One of the fastest guys out there at the moment. Yeah, it's just where will that rain end up? Yeah, I think it might be this lap he has to come in. Yeah, I think they'll stop working, won't they? And that's the problem. But yeah, Sargent's gonna come in this lap. Where's he gonna come out? I think once it's declared wet, I think by regulation you actually have to be.
Let's go push.
Okay.
And clear on pit exit, watch the white line, clear on pit exit, watch
Whoa,
the white
how's Albon's tyres so... Ah, it's because the conditions weren't right. So Albon's going to have to come in again and put on a brand new set.
Okay, box.
I'm happy to.
Everybody's tyres have gone off, I think, because Albon came in when it really wasn't suitable. His tyres have just died straight away, which is a shame.
We can start reducing lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
And then... Yeah, Albon in, he's had a shocking day really, hasn't he? It might be that when they overheat, these just drop massively. So we'll have to keep an eye out. It's okay. Let's just see. 94%. No, he seems okay for now. Yeah, I think Albon must just have another issue. Realistically. Right, so let's go on to interval. Sargent 3.5 seconds behind Oscar Piastri. Should be able to actually take advantage here of the fact Piastri has had some issues. It looks like Albon's about to get Nick De Vries as well. I've just moved him down to neutral on that just to hopefully stop him from dying. That would be a preferential thing. But anyway, he's coming round this corner and the final corner. He should be able to get Oscar Piastri here. Let's have a look through visor cam for Logan Sargent. He does have a little look down the inside. Obviously no DRS here in the wet conditions. I do think Logan Sargent has nailed the strategy he would have been in front of Gasly. But he's got tyres that can be attacked on till the end. We think. We hope. Okay, 15 laps to go. People's tyres will start dropping off at some point. We're not expecting the conditions to get any better, so this is your lot now. Hold on. Okay, we'll put him on high because he's struggling to get past. But no, this looks okay. Push Sargent's engine now. And what we really need now is a nice safety car, just to bunch everybody together for the final few laps. Not certain it's going to happen, but we can always hope. Let's give Albon a bit of ERS, and yep, he does manage to get past De Vries now. Good for him. Sargent, I mean, this is unbelievable from him. He is lapping at leader pace. Because he's basically following around Carlos Sainz. And we've got 7 laps to go here. Sargent now within 6 seconds of Gasly. And this is good. Yeah. Now within 5. So he might get P12 here. And if there was to be any issues near the front, he'd be first in line to benefit from that and possibly get a couple of points at the end of the race. His tyres are catching up now to Gasly in terms of wear. Now, Gasly's going to have to let these guys pass. This is a huge opportunity for Sargent.
Reduce fly cover.
Copy.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Copy.
Come on. Come on, Logan. You gotta do it, matey. And there we go. He is now right behind. Okay, we're gonna
Let's get the pack under control.
Yep.
try and deploy a little bit here. Let's see what Sargent can do on these final couple of laps. Can he get up to P12? That would be awesome if he could. And I think Albon, decent recovery drive from him after being crashed into from Gasly.
Copy.
I'm going to go neutral now, and he goes down the inside. And it seems okay. I think he's through. Well, he should be by the end of the next corner. As Max Verstappen enters his final lap of the Grand Prix. Look at the state of Gasly's car. And Sargent pulls away. He's still quite a long way behind Hülkenberg and in particular Esteban Ocon, who's in the points.
Okay, we are low in the pack.
Okay.
Last lap.
So last lap for Logan Sargent. It's going to push everything, but it's going to be Max Verstappen that wins here in Austria. He's absolutely dominated. 46 seconds ahead of second place there in Lance Stroll. But it's been an eventful race for us. I think we nailed the strategy of the wet tyres. And Logan Sargent is going to come across the line in P12. It's a decent finish for him. Albon finishes 14th in the end. after that earlier incident with Gasly. I think Albon would have been right up there with Hamilton and Russell. He was in a real good place.
Thanks.
But there you go. What's the familiar face? Complete 10 Grand Prix. There you go.
About Alex Albon's race.
You know, I don't think many would have expected to see them finishing outside the top 10. They'll be aiming much higher than that, I assure you.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
Win number 5 is in the bag. They pulled out all the stops, pushing hard to earn that victory.
Well, there were mountains to overcome here in Austria, but those three managed to climb to the top. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
And that's it for this weekend here in Austria.
For the next round, we're heading back to the heart of the UK. Get ready for a race to remember in Silverstone, the cradle of Formula One.
Well, excited for that one next time out in Silverstone. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix ahead of Stroll and Perez on the podium. Leclerc finishes 4th ahead of Alonso 5th. Then Sainz 6th, Russell and Hamilton 7th and 8th. Lando Norris 2 points for McLaren, and Ocon finishes in 10th. Into the driver standings then, Perez still 9 points ahead of Verstappen, but it's going to be a very close race. Stroll goes back above Fernando Alonso, and Lando Norris goes back above Alexander Albon, and McLaren go back above Williams, 1 point ahead of us in the championship. Okay, don't think we will feature on the top 10s. It's pretty close. We're not far away, that's for sure. But yeah, a couple of little pit stop issues today was definitely a shame for us. But we were about 100th away from 10th best pit stop. So let's keep pushing in that championship and in that regard, and try and get ourselves into that championship battle. It all went downhill after qualifying for Alexander Albon. Qualified 6th on the grid, of course, and then dropped down to 15th in the sprint. Finished 14th in the race, despite a very, very good first few laps that managed to get him into, points-paying positions. But it is the way it is. 3.5 million gained in the bank as well. Okay then, there's our underfloor. Looks like our new underfloor, or at least upped, or most upgraded one. We've got an extra set of that. Alex Albon up to an 82 rated driver as well, and within the next week we have got the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, home Grand Prix. Definitely need to try and get ourselves a performance there, maybe try and get into the points again. We definitely had the pace this weekend, just too many on-track incidents for my liking. But if you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.